Alright, hey, uh, I'm here with another video. This time we'll be talking about the latest update for Marvel Future Fight, the X-Men 97 update. And as you can see here, I have the characters that have been highlighted in this update, except for Beast, because Beast I'm still weary of, so I'm not going to necessarily recommend him right away. But from the testing that I've seen, and the things that have been said across the community, so first highlight is, everyone loves Cyclops. Cyclops is really good now. Not that he wasn't ever really necessarily good, not good or not bad. Just there wasn't a lot of value for him, and necessarily he wasn't a DPS in it of himself. But now this update made him extremely valuable to be a DPS character. I just really think that's great, and I am very proud that they really cooked with his uniform, because not only is his suit so badass, but his skills are extremely nice. Like 40% energy attack, okay, but now they added him a tag with supervillain damage to 30%. Like, that's new for him. And his leadership is always, there. It's good, applicable to all allies. So he's a well-rounded support for everyone. And I wouldn't necessarily just restrict him to mutants or any other type of, person. But it's really good that we have a goated Cyclops in the big 2025. 10 years. But yeah, okay. No, but seriously, the queen of this update, and the one who stole the show, is Storm. From the testing and the positive things that have been seen around the community, Storm is the ABX and ABL alternative for free-to-play players, and on top, she is most likely going to be meta, especially for those X-Men days. And she's really good for World Boss Legend as well. But I am most importantly glad on the fact that they didn't do much of a difference with her seasonal, because she shares the same passive that she does with her seasonal. The 30% ignored target's dodge rate, blah, blah, blah. And then the 55 increase of elemental damage. So they didn't take that away from her for this new uniform, which is really great. So the free-to-play players get to experience some of that, seasonal worthiness, I guess. And it's really good because she was, her uniform was like 3 years old, so she was due. But the little niche character here, Sunspot, I think he might be another Omega Red, Cassandra Nova sort of situation. He's not necessarily bad, okay? I'm not saying he's bad, but I'm not necessarily saying that he's meta or groundbreaking. You won't really see him anywhere in terms of lineups, but you will see him with characters that do and deal flame damage, and the reason being is because of his solar heat passive increases flame damage by 40%. This is really good alternative for free-to-play players if they don't have any sort of character that enables support in that sort of sense. If you miss on the seasonals and you really don't have another, if you already used up Storm for one stage of World Boss Legend and you need a fire damage character, for Human Torch or Ghost Rider or whatever, or Jean, this is the alternative character for that. He won't do necessarily crazy things for her, but it's a good, added stat bump. I don't have the craziest build on him. He's necessarily just done. No artifact. This is ISO ASAT. Flame damage obelisk, mini rage. But he's not also entirely hard to get. We have a crafting event right now where you get 2x X Gene. And one of the characters that you could get is Sunspot. So Sunspot will be only unlockable in this way exclusively. But of course, if you do get a X Gene selector or a 6-star X-Men character selector or whatsoever, he's not necessarily hard to get. You can craft him. Take your time. He's not necessarily meta character you need to get immediately, so don't have any FOMO. But apart from that, I think this update's really great. My first impressions, I really love it. A lot of talk right now about what is coming up for, mid-months. Are we going to have 2 mid-months? Bishop is on the way, so we'll have to see. I hope Bishop is somewhat viable because he hasn't been. And hopefully we get a tier 4 for him because he's already transcended potential. But apart from that, I'm glad with this. Let me know what you guys think. Discord or anything like that sort of nature, comments. But yeah,